Number 12, discuss take action on advertising RFPs related to the Expo Center. This is something else that we have been over, discussed in our budget meetings. Brian has put together, he and Leslie, different avenues where we can advertise if we decide to do that. And I'm not trying to tread on your speech. Red News Online seems to be the most effective or most efficient.
You know, after we talked about it, I also had a discussion with the county attorney. You know, originally we had talked about a 30-day period, and that, you know, the county attorney expressed some reservations about that short of a period of time, and I agree with him there. So, you know, one of the things that we need to do is also evaluate where we're going to put these ads. And so we kind of talked about, you know, different larger markets. And so we've got some, quotes. For instance, you know, the Houston paper, we're talking about $1,000 a day to be in the Houston paper. You know, we've got, as the judge talked about, Red News is a periodical and also an online magazine that targets real estate investors for commercial property. That's all they deal with through the state of Texas, and it has about a 50,000 email blast that goes out continually, and then also has a monthly periodical. We can do a full page on that one for about $1,400 for a 1-month run. So, you know, that as far as competitiveness is there, but we've even contacted like the Wall Street Journal to get into this region. You're looking at $2,400 a day. You know, so we just have to decide just what kind of advertising, what kind of marketing that we want to do, and to establish a marketing budget for this RFP. Because certainly, you know, statutorily we're required to run it in our paper of record, Glenrose Reporter, but that's really not going to generate anything. And so it begs the question as to why we would even do it. So, you know, we need to look at putting in some larger hands and setting up an advertising budget for that.
In today's world, I think an online presence would be about the best as far as if you got somebody's got a captive audience.
That's correct. I think the Red News makes a bigger splash for the money.
Because it's hit and miss. You go Houston, even Wall Street Journal. I mean, it's just somebody's got to hit it and want it. Absolutely. You're not targeting a certain market in Wall Street Journal, Houston. You're just targeting anybody. Correct. The other group you're actually targeting a certain group, correct?
You're targeting real estate investors, commercial real estate brokers. You know, it may not be the target that we're looking for, but the target, they may know the target. Right. They may share that information and stuff. I certainly would make a recommendation that, you know, if nothing else, it goes in there. Right. Just for the coverage.
So thought process, if Commissioners Court decides to do that, say for 60 days, then you'd have everything we put back in here on the May meeting?
I still think
90 days?
I would think a minimum 90.
You know, the ad's got to be seen first, and then whoever would make a bid on it is going to need to come look at the facility. They're going to have to review the financials, just things that might take time before you can actually get a bid.
Red News is $1,400 a month?
Yes, sir.
So if you ran it 2 months, you're looking at $2,800 there, plus the 2 weeks that we statutorily have to do inside the Glenrose Reporter?
Yes, sir.
So that's 28, and do we have a rough idea of what Glenrose, is that $400 or $500 for 2 weeks?
Oh, it'd be less than that.
Would it?
Yes, sir.
Did you look at the avenue of like an equine magazine or something like that?
No, sir. You know, the thought there is that those are mostly geared towards participants in the sport, not necessarily producers. I don't know. I mean, we could look.
Yeah, that's what this facility is. So I would think you look into that. Maybe one of the major ones that goes out to the equine people. I don't know what the cost is on anything
if they decide to do it, would you like them to put a maximum that they don't want you to go over, say 4,000, 5,000, or what do you think?
Absolutely, give me some,
Stay within those parameters?
absolutely. And of course, the thing that we gotta remember too is the potential impact that it's gonna have on the perception of the facility. So we need to be very cautious in how we, solicitations for interest, just,
Yeah, we need to come back to it on that if we're gonna put it out there.
right, but it's not for closing. I mean, it's, I want to be real cautious
I
about
want
not.
to be very clear on that
Absolutely.
point, because we could do a lot of damage unexpectedly.
Absolutely. And I don't think anybody wants that. So it would just be for solicitation of interest for someone who would like to acquire the facility and existing contracts, existing customers, to everything, that it's not a sell or die situation. I mean, it's a sell because we're looking to lighten the asset list of the county, but not that I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I'm just saying we need to be cautious from a business perspective. We don't want to give the wrong perception.
Well, we put like a $5,000 limit on it, you could still come back to us if it looks like we're gonna need more.
Yes, sir. I'd be comfortable starting with a $5,000 budget on that. Yes, sir.
And I think we pursue the avenue of the advertising with a $5,000 limit at this time.
For a 90-day period?
I'm gonna go 60, but I'll go 90 if that's advised.
90 probably will give you a better opportunity to elicit some bids.
Okay. So if once we get it all put together and get it out there in 90 days, we would bring them back here in June, correct?
Set the openings for June.
All right, Commissioners Court, set them for
Right.
June, and then everybody can take one review. We can have a session and all of us sit down and review them. Okay.
Timing be fortuitous because we'd be right in the middle of budget prep at that point too. So we would know the direction.
Between July and September is critical. Okay. Is that good with you in your motion? Not really?
Yeah.
All right. Go out for RFPs, $5,000 cap start out with on the advertising, and receive them back on the Commissioner's Court date, June 2017. Correct? All right. I have a motion by Kenneth. I have a second by Larry. Any further questions or discussion at all?
Yeah, I do.
Anybody?
The price value is 2.6 million, correct?
Yes, sir.
And we're bound to that since it's a government entity and a government property, correct?
Yes, sir. Now the question and one of the conversations that the county attorney and I have had is, there's probably a little bit of work room in there as far as the impact, the budget relief that it could
Do we
provide.
really want to get into that right now? Because it's going to be sealed bid. We don't want to say what we'll take for it right now.
We don't have a choice, really.
We didn't do.
Many factors can play into the bottom line number.
Correct. The appraisal would be, because the appraisal was paid for with taxpayer funds, the appraisal's open record. So if requested, we certainly would be bound to share that appraisal report. But as far as, the workability, that would be up to this body.
What we would be willing to accept or deny, reject.
And I would say that the navigational buoys are pretty narrow in that. We're not talking about that we could do a fire sale on that. No, there could be some movement, but it would have to be certainly justifiable. We'd have to get the county attorney to feel comfortable with that, and things of that nature.
All right, I have a motion by Kenneth and a second by Larry. Any further questions or discussion? All in favor of said motion? That's 5 for, 0 against.